Welcome back to Curious Corners, the channel where history's most fascinating and unusual stories come to life. Today, we're diving into a topic that blends medicine mystery and human resilience: the longest comas in recorded history. From celebrities to extraordinary cases that shock the world, we'll explore the stories of those who spent years or even decades suspended between consciousness and the unknown. So sit back, make sure you're comfortable, and let's journey into the mysterious world of long-term comas. Before we start counting the years, let's clarify what a coma really is. A coma is a deep state of prolonged unconsciousness where a person cannot be awakened, fails to respond normally to painful stimuli, light or sound, and lacks voluntary actions. Comas can be caused by severe injuries, strokes, infections, or complications from illnesses. While most comas last a few days or weeks, some extraordinary cases have stretched for years, testing medical knowledge and human patience. And it's these extraordinary cases that intrigue us today. Our first story takes us to Little Rock, Arkansas, where Terry Wallis made medical history. In 1984, Terry, then a 19-year-old man, suffered a devastating car accident. Doctors said he was in a persistent vegetative state, unlikely to ever regain consciousness. For 19 long years, Terry lay in his hospital bed, seemingly trapped in a world beyond communication. Then, in 2003, something extraordinary happened. Terry suddenly started speaking. His first words were simple but powerful: "Mom." Terry's case baffled doctors. How could someone spend almost 2 decades in a coma and then regain the ability to speak? Researchers believe that some neural connections may have remained intact, slowly rewiring over the years. Terry's story reminds us that the human brain can hold surprises even decades after trauma. Next, we travel back to 1941, to the story of Elaine Esposito, an American girl whose story holds the record for the longest coma ever documented in history. At just 6 years old, Elaine underwent an appendectomy. Complications from the anesthesia led to a coma that lasted an astonishing 37 years. During her lifetime, Elaine never regained consciousness. She passed away in 1978, leaving doctors and her family to reflect on the limits of medical science and the fragility of life. Her case still remains one of the longest confirmed comas in medical history, a tragic yet extraordinary story of endurance. Now, let's talk about Richard Vernon, a British man who made headlines for his long coma. In 1983, Richard suffered a severe stroke that left him unresponsive. For 15 years, his family cared for him at home, hoping for a miracle. Miraculously, Richard began to show signs of awareness after more than a decade. He could respond to simple commands and even recognize his family. Richard's recovery demonstrates that with proper care, patience, and medical support, even decades-long comas can end in partial recovery. Traveling to Europe, we find the story of Jan Grzebski, a Polish railway worker. In 1988, Jan suffered a severe brain injury due to a tumor and fell into a coma. Doctors initially thought he would never wake up. Remarkably, after 19 years, in 2007, Jan woke up. When he regained consciousness, he discovered a world vastly changed. Poland had transitioned from communism to democracy. Cell phones existed, and the internet was thriving. Imagine waking up to an entirely new world after 2 decades. Jan's story is both astonishing and bittersweet. Long-term coma cases are not just about time, they're also about recovery. Some patients regain partial awareness, others regain full consciousness, and sadly, some never awaken. Rehabilitation after a long coma can take years and often requires extensive physical therapy, speech therapy, and emotional support. Doctors often refer to these recoveries as miracles, but they are also a testament to the complexity and resilience of the human brain. Each story reminds us how much we still have to learn about consciousness, memory, and neuroplasticity. While most long-term coma stories belong to private individuals, there are also a few cases involving public figures or celebrities that captured international attention. The prolonged medical battles of these figures often spark debates about life support, medical ethics, and family decisions. These stories not only reveal the fragility of life, but also ignite a profound curiosity. What does it truly mean to be conscious? And how far can medicine push the boundaries of life itself? So, what can we take away from these extraordinary stories? Long-term comas challenge our understanding of life, consciousness, and the human brain. They remind us of the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring hope of families who never give up. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history's longest comas, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Curious Corners, and click the bell icon to never miss an intriguing story from the past. Thank you for watching, and remember, history is full of mysteries, and sometimes, truth is stranger than fiction.